The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic forum. Assemble. Wait, oh, we have the what you call it? The I think we have the what you call it the overlay. There we go. Fantastic forum. Assemble. You're watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. Love to pick it up. We have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, Jay. Listen, Jay is like, I haven't done this in 2 weeks. I'm not mad at you. Bro. Next, he is our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He is our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up indeed, Oz? Look, see, look, Oz is like, I can get off the as for myself, I'm March Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. Shout out to Moses Magnum. He's not here with us at this moment, but we are expecting that he might show up during the course of the show. If not, he's out here taking care of business. So, wishing Moses Magnum the best always. Hopefully, we get to see him. With that said, though, we do have a great show for you today because we are going to be talking to you all about Escape #1 from Image Comics, and we're going to be talking to you all about Floaters #1 from Finish Line Comics. So we got both of those coming, and of course, whatever else it is that you all want to talk about. And we'll tell you how it is you can get down with the forum in just a moment. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, this show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Hope all is well with you, good sir. And with that said, if you want to get down with Fantastic Forum, all you got to do is go to fantasticforum.live. You can hit the call-in button. And with that said, you'll have the coveted spot, the fourth member of Fantastic Forum. Or if you're a little bit more shy, you can always just jump into the chat room, whether that be on YouTube or whether that be on Twitch. We'll take your comments directly out of chat and bring them into the show. So you can do either one of those if you like and participate. This is an interactive joint. So feel free to jump in and let us know what you're thinking, what you're feeling about what we're saying. Or if you have something else that you want to add to the conversation, feel free to go ahead and interject. We'll let that happen. Gents, it's been a long time, man. It's good to see you all. It's good to be here amongst the forum. You all had a decent holiday?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. How about you, Oz? Was it good?
It was all right.
Is I. Was it heavy snow over that way?
No, it wasn't too bad.
Okay, that's good. All right. So you got to at least live like not you weren't cloistered up, right? Like you got to go out if you wanted to and all that jazz.
Yeah, I guess.
But listen, blink twice to need help. Odds. Is someone holding you prisoner? What's happening?
It wasn't a blizzard, but like, do you really want to go out there?
It's
Like,
it's too cold.
Still cold. It's still cold.
Got you. But haven't you acclimated? You haven't gotten used to it at all? You've been out there for a minute now.
Yeah.
Look, it's not even the coldest place you've lived, right?
No.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Thanks for the flashback.
I know. Oz is like, why are you bringing back my trauma? So I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh, like I'm expecting at some point you're just going to be like, oh, I wear shorts in 45 degrees. It's warm out.
It's never gonna be fun.
Isn't it? Got you. Got you. Okay. And listen, I understand. Like, it's not meant for everybody. Like, I personally, I mean, you all know, like, I really enjoy cool temperatures. Um, you know, I've never actually had to live in snow, and that's probably part of the reason why I enjoy it so much. I've been in snow for weeks at a time, but I've never done like I've never shoveled a driveway. You know what I mean? Or I've never had to like knock snow off of my car and go out and start it. What is it? 20 minutes before you have to go somewhere so that it it can be warm enough so that you can actually go somewhere and it doesn't stall out. Like I've never done any of that. Or like my buddy Harold has a business. He has to shovel his driveway to get out, then get to the business and then shovel the sidewalk and so people aren't held he won't be held responsible for people not realizing snow is slippery. So
It's
yeah.
not just that. There's like a law. Like if I don't shovel my driveway, I can get fined.
No, but that's why, because people don't know that snow is slippery, right?
No, no, it
So,
doesn't. Like nobody could show up. The cop could just pass by, see it's not shoveled, and fine me.
oh, you're talking about at your house.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. I think
Wait,
you get
you
like
have to
2 days or
shovel
something like that.
your what, driveway?
Yeah,
Oh,
clear
wow.
path to the front door.
And a clear path to the front door. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Like
It,
I
it
knew that about businesses. I didn't know that about personal property.
it's for the mail and deliveries and stuff like that.
Oh, got you. Interesting. That's interesting. Man, yeah, that's no fun. Shoveling snow. I believe that. And so, yeah, but okay. Well, listen, I'm glad and it's let up now or it's still going
It's on and off.
on and off. Okay. Um so yeah, yeah. I see we got Hecht in chat. What up, Hecht? He said, "What I miss? I got caught up watching wrestling. I'm not mad at that. You've missed nothing, Heck. We're talking about the holidays and snow. So, but that's about it. Um, did anybody get to do anything cool over the holiday? Like, I mean, listen, I know we're kind of unfortunately, I guess we're actually adults now, so we don't really get cool gifts anymore, right? Or I don't know. I mean, did somebody get a cool gift? Like I got gifts I liked, but actually I could that's not true. I did get like a bourbon like decanter. That's nice.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, yeah, I did get that. And so that was actually a cool gift that I really was happy about. And I got other stuff that I really like and needed. So, I can't it's just one of those things. They're just very practical. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's kind of, if you get gifts these days, it kind of feels like as an adult, they're mostly practical. But did anybody happen to get anything cool like that? No? Yeah, there it is. So yeah. Well, that's fair. That's fair. And you all had a good New Year's? Like you all did anyone bring in New Year's at all? Or were you all just like,
I was in bed
it'll
at
be
10.
yeah, it'll be New Year's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I was gonna do the whole stay up and watch the ball drop thing, but
Mm-hmm.
eventually I was just like, you know what? Nah.
Nah,
Like
that's fair.
you've seen it, right? Like it doesn't change.
Right.
Hell, it's probably the
The,
same
the
ball.
the ball dropping doesn't change. Okay. I mean, it's that's called a tradition, you know. But okay, I feel you. Like, I think if we like, do you want the ball to change, or if it changed, would that help you? Would that make you compel you to stay up? I don't think so, right?
No,
That maybe, yeah,
because there's
maybe,
plenty of other stuff that drops that I still didn't watch.
right, right. So yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, that is all right. So well, listen. Are you all ready to talk about comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about some comics. How about we start with Escape #1? Y'all good with that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Thank you for participating. There is good job, Jay. So, uh Escape #1 is a book published by Image Comics. It's written by Rick Remender and has art by Daniel Acuña. And it's an interesting little book. It's about anthropomorphic uh, bomber pilot who bombs a city. He's in a war that's kind of reminiscent of World War II. But, it's not actually World War II because this is, fictional nations with, like I said, anthropomorphic animals fighting amongst each other. Um, but it is definitely, like I said, reminiscent of World War II and the bombing runs that happened. And this pilot gets shot down into the city that he just bombed and is just basically trying to escape that city because behind enemy lines. So um, this is basically where we're at. Well, it's not where we start in Escape, but this is basically the premise of the book. Uh, Jay, I know you're a big anthropomorphic guy. What were your like initial thoughts on this book? Picking it up and beginning to read it. What were you thinking?
Um, I was thinking, are the bats gonna be actual bats? But they
Are the
weren't.
bat are the bats going to be actual bats?
Yeah, like that's what they call the enemy, bats.
Uh huh. So
So I
some
was
of them are
wondering if
bats, right?
no, they're all dogs.
Well, okay. I hear what you're saying. But at least if I'm not mistaken, in the pictures, there are some bats in the pictures. I think that they're dogs mostly just because they're in one of the like well, I guess I don't know if you would call it allied, but one of the nations that are allied with the bats.
Hmm.
But I feel you like and I think some of the pilots bats? I don't know. I
I
might
don't
be wrong
know.
about that.
I don't remember seeing any bats.
Mm.
Maybe I read it too fast.
Did you see any bats, Oz?
I didn't read it.
What?
I didn't have
Oz?
time. I read the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Look. At least you read one of them.
Well, I felt
You
like I was gonna get yelled at if I didn't.
you definitely would have. Definitely would have been yelled at. Not by me, because I don't really yell at people. But you know, but you would have gotten a stern look from me, Oz. It would look like this. It'd be like,
Let's
and
see.
then wait, hold on.
See,
Is that better,
fortunately,
Joe?
you're in a little window here, and I can just move you over there,
Oh no.
and I
Oh,
can go back to doing stuff over here.
I'm gonna have to move screens. How do I look? But Jay, I think you're right. We needed the bats um were definitely kind of built up, and ultimately they weren't highly featured in issue 1. So I can understand where you're coming from with that.
Right. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
But
But
no,
mhm,
it's pretty interesting.
mhm.
And I initially just looking at the characters and uh I was like, yeah, it's interesting that they chose to go anthropomorphic with it. Like, they didn't have to, but they did. So that's a cool thing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Like, I know that in the generally speaking, creators will have a little bit of a they'll talk about why they decided to make this book in the back of the in the like letters page for the first issue.
He
And
does do that.
right. Rick Remender basically mentions that he decided to make it anthropomorphic because he's hoping that people might be um I guess a little bit more sympathetic to the individuals in the book, because he found, or I guess there are studies that show that people are more sympathetic to animals than they are to humans, which,
Humans kind of suck.
I mean, sure, some of them. So I get it. I definitely do feel people are more sympathetic to animals, generally speaking, at least until they get attacked by them. But, you know, yeah, yeah. Um, I personally like. I don't have any issue with anthropomorphic characters, generally speaking. I just want them to be done well, and I feel like this book actually does a great job of making the characters like. I think it strikes a good balance, I guess, in the in how anthropomorphic the characters are and aren't. Even though the main character, and this is a question that I definitely been wanting to ask to get opinions on. Milton Shaw is the main character, is the pilot of the bomber. What animal is Milton Shaw?
He's a dog.
He is a dog. Okay. He doesn't look like a dog to me.
Hmm.
Like, and I like, let me put it like this. I basically was like, I believe he is a dog as well, because almost everybody else are dogs, even though they do have a cat, you know,
Right.
on the bomber, because there's like a full crew of people on the bomber. And so I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a dog, but he looks like a bear to me. Like,
Hmm.
am I tripping in seeing a bear? And I don't know if you can see the cover, Oz, like the guy on the cover. Like, does that look like a dog or like a bear? And I'll actually pull up the cover
I'm
myself. So,
I'm looking through some of the images,
hmm,
and
yeah.
it could
What do you
kind
think?
of go both ways. I think his ears aren't pointy enough, or they're like kind of droopy down a little bit, so they look rounded. I think that's what's giving you the bear look, but he looks like he's a
Mm.
boxer.
Oh, see, now I didn't I didn't peep the droopy aspect. I didn't realize that that might be like what they were going for. So, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I could get like a good copy of it. I don't know if you have a good image of it, Oz. Uh, like, because all the cover pieces of cover I'm seeing are like smaller, but yeah, I just so the audience can see what we're talking about. But
Here, let me.
yeah,
I don't
but
have the full cover. Well, I have the full cover,
oh
but it's too large.
All
I
we
like to
need,
show
all
the
we need to see is his
character.
face. Yeah, that's all. That's all we need. As long as you can see
Um,
it. But yeah, and trust me, like this doesn't take away from the story in any way, shape, or form. In fact, the character design, I think for Milton is pretty great. Like I like it a lot, and he looks like the character strikes as the person that he should be. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, that's not really doing dog for me initially. Ladies and gentlemen, Moses Magnum's in the building. What up, Mo?
What up? This was down.
It's what's down.
Ain't nothing up.
Word.
Oh yeah. What are we talking about? It's-
We're talking about the main character of Escape, Milton Shaw.
yeah. What
And
about him? You
I
don't
was
like him? He's too much of
no
an animal for you. Like you hate animals. Like what's the fucking problem?
exactly. That's what it is. No,
Yeah.
I was just saying.
You know, at the moment I saw anthropomorphic, I'm like, oh, Larry's gonna hate it. He hates animals. Like, because animals
Who
is a
knows that about
substitute
me?
for
He hates animals. No, I was just saying he doesn't look like a dog to me.
I mean, like, what does a dog look like to you? Like the motherfucker has a puppy face that I want to kiss and I want him licking my face. Like that looks like a dog to me. Like what the fuck does a dog look like to you? Like
Well,
how do you interpret the visual representation of a fucking dog?
the way that look, he looks more like a bear to me.
Hey, you hate bears too? Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, you look like a fucking bear too. I know Nia probably calls you her teddy bear. Mhm.
No.
She does. Yeah, she does. She probably calls you some type of weird robot.
I've been called a lair bear before though.
Yeah, see?
That has happened.
That's their trauma. That's why you see a bear in there. That looks like a bulldog to me that shouldn't be fighting. Like it's forced to fight to be a. I actually know a bulldog like that. Like they think he's a pit bull, but he's a bulldog. His name is Blue. I think you met him at the
Mm.
barbershop before.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
want him to fight, but he's like he doesn't. He's a bulldog. He's not a fighter. He's a cuddler, you know. And they want him
Mm-hmm.
to be. And that's what this dude looks like. And that for
Mm.
some reason that look fits to me to fit the story well.
Yeah, no, I think his
Yeah.
look is great. Like look, I'm
I
not
don't know.
taking anything
I
away
came on
from.
and you're complaining about it. Yeah.
No, listen, I didn't
Yeah.
complain. I just said, when I saw him, he didn't strike me as a dog. I assumed he was a dog based on the other characters in the book. But yeah, it's no harm, no foul. I just was like,
I
huh,
don't know. I'm
like,
harmed
is
and
that what you
foul
all
right
see?
now. Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to ask the guys, like, is that what they saw, or But yeah, everybody else saw dogs. So I'm the only one that was like, he
Yeah.
looks like a bear.
See? Turns out you're
So
the problem.
is that what I am? I'm
Yeah.
the problem. It's like, listen,
I mean, the
you
bear's
and
really
those.
just a really big dog.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's Canis majoris and Canis familiaris. Like it's literally just a Latin word difference between a dog and a bear. You know.
If they're the same
Mm.
size, you can't tell the difference till you see the claws.
Like the teeth are the same, just bigger. You know.
I feel like bears are shaped different, but
Well, you never cuddled with either of them, so
I've cuddled with a dog, but yeah, definitely not a bear.
yeah. See,
I'm not.
yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
not.
no, yeah. You just have to take my word for it, or Oz's word for it.
I feel like
I,
Lawrence
I
has
just.
cuddled the bear, just not the animal.
No, well, that's why I said you got to take mine and Oz's word for it, because we're the bears that cuddle together. I didn't want to be too much on the nose, but you forced me to. Oz.
Too funny. Too funny. So, but yeah, man. So getting into the story here, um, this book starts out with, it kind of like soft introduces us to the crew of this bomber, and you know, immediately they are kind of going into a light debate about the morality of war and Milton, our main character, is basically talking about the bats, which are the main antagonists, uh, or I guess I should say the people that I guess started the war, or at least from their perspective. Again,
Hmm.
and this is the whole thing, right? Like it's almost about like perspective and how you feel about the other side. And Milton's basically saying like
Like you and your
they're not even
perspective of
people.
dogs.
Hmm.
Like you and the way you look at dogs.
How do I look at dogs?
I don't know. Like somehow you don't see them as being dogs. Like
I
that
don't.
you
I
tell
look.
me, Larry. Like that's the thing. Like,
you t-
it's about
you
perspective. It's
you
all
speak you
like
speak more on
Einstein
your
said. It's all
prejudice against
relative.
puppies.
Yeah. It's
Listen,
like I knew you hated
not
cats and and
wait,
black people, but
what?
yeah,
What? Wait, cats and black people? Listen,
they
we should
call
start
each other
making a running
cats every
list.
now and then. So it's like that's why you hate them. I figured. What's up, my
That
cat?
slick cat.
I love
Listen,
that cat. That's my cat.
that
Yeah,
cat right there.
yeah.
That's my cat. No, you've never heard a black person say that. That's my cat, unless they
I
were
was
actually talking about a cat.
I was the one saying that in South Central, and that's why they kicked me
Oh,
out.
okay, got it. Right. That's my cat. And they're like, what is this guy talking
This guy's rubbing that
Listen.
motherfucker.
about?
He's rubbing up against this motherfucker. I love cats.
So yeah, man, but the Milton's talking about how he doesn't see the bats as people, and his lieutenant Flynn is basically trying to tell him like, hey, like it's like it's not it's one thing to say like there's some bad people that are like at the top, but that doesn't mean that all of them are bad. And
I don't
Milton's
know,
not
man.
having it. He's
Yeah.
like, nah, man. He's like, kill them all. so so it's interesting, like just to see that conversation happen, and like the different people, kind of the different members of the crew weighing in a little bit. It's primarily those two having the conversation, but man, like they're on a bombing run to try to get rid of a what they call a Titan cannon, basically uh, a giant surface to air gun
Hmm.
that they need to take out so that their other bombers or their other planes can come through and basically try to stop this war. But of course, things go bad when all of a sudden they start getting hit with these stealth missiles, and the crew is basically getting decimated. Which is, I mean, I like, because I was aware of the book beforehand. I knew that was going to happen. At the same time, I think they had done, at least for me, they had done just enough for me to like, kind of like these characters, that it became kind of a lot when they started getting massacred. And I was like, oh, I don't know. How did you feel about it, Mo?
Well, for me, it's like one of those old war movies, like The Great Escape, or
Mm-hmm.
Inglorious Bastards, the
Mm-hmm.
Tarantino one and the Italian one, like,
Mm-hmm.
or Bridge Over River Quay, like they get you within 10 minutes, you like every one of that crew, but
Mm-hmm.
they also die within the next 15 minutes. So,
Right.
and you only have
Right.
like two or three that make it to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what I really liked about this comic, where it was, I did read it faster than I would like, just because I was on the time crunch. So I didn't get to
Right.
really like soak in a lot of the nuances and stuff. But what I can tell you is it is that, like, just like the conversations they're having about the nature of war and ideologies and stuff. And I feel like what you're getting there is probably going to play in the later issues a little more. And
Mm-hmm.
what we got here is probably this is just a start. It is the like first 20 minutes of like watching a remake of The Great Escape, or
Mm-hmm.
even a Schindler's List, with like the way they get you to care about these characters. They all have personalities, they all have voices, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes you care about 'em. So I'm kind of with you on that, even though you can't tell if they're dogs or
No, no.
not.
All of them I can tell are dogs. It was just him, Milton, that I'm like, no, he's giving me bear, but
But I
that's
think
okay.
that's the design. That's a design issue too, and I think it's for a reason because he is like a lot of these dogs that you would look at like dogs of war, like your like a Presa Canario or what's the other one? What's the other dog? Like fuck, I
Mhm.
can't think of them. Like I know one of my clients adopted like two of them, but they're these dogs that they look like dogs of war, but they're really just gentle giants. Like even a Great
Mhm.
Dane. Like a Great Dane will protect the house, the perimeter, but he's just a lap dog that's like 200 pounds. Um, but yeah, fuck, I forget that other name. Like I literally just
Yeah.
like sponsored for one to get adopted the other day. But yeah, it's these the Cane Corso, like
Oh,
and
Cane
yeah.
Corso.
So they're these huge big dogs that look menacing, but they're really like they take the step back. They're not prey driven. A Presa Canario might be a little more prey driven. That's why it's called a Presa Canario because it hunts birds. But
Mhm.
it's still but like a Cane Corso or even some of the bulldogs, like they were bred they bred the aggression out of them on purpose, so you get all the the tough look without the aggression,
Mm.
and I think that's the design was for this character because he is gonna have to think twice about what he does or what he's doing.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So he looks
Um.
more like a teddy bear to you than a dog because when you think of a dog, especially in a wartime thing, you think a dog of war like a Rottweiler
Right.
or German Shepherd or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you, and that was something that I did notice. Where I mean, I did see, like dogs that look like Dobermans. I didn't
Yeah.
see any that look like German Shepherds to me personally, but
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think that would be
know
too
if
much on the nose when you're talking about like a fascist
maybe.
regime or something.
Well, you look, but I feel like for some reason
Yeah.
I feel like Dobermans are on the nose, but they fit perfect. Like I feel like, especially like if you're gonna do like people that are associating or
Yeah.
teaming up with bats, it feels like Dobermans are the right call.
Oh
Like
yeah. They
bats
look
is,
like bats.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, okay. Um, I should also mention that the letters are done by Russ Wooten, and the art and colors are Daniel Acuña. With that said, Jay, how did you feel about the art, man?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like it definitely did its job. Like I knew what I was looking at.
Mm-hmm. I thought the storytelling was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually want to share a screen real quick of some of the art just so the folks at home can see. And, if you're listening, we'll describe what we're talking about. But, I would definitely encourage you at some point to check out some of the art. But this scene in particular, or this page, I should say, this is like when the bombing is beginning in the city. Again, so these are literally the bombs that Milton and his crew are dropping. But this particular panel right here, I was just like, man, like this is beautiful right here, like showing
Yeah.
like how like the bombs dropping and these people like, trying to take shelter in their spot. And then they get closer and then it hits them. And I'm just like, dude, like that is something else, man. And then of course you have like this is Flynn here actually in the thing, in the plane that's dropping the bombs, just saying like "Mother of God," and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like that really like hit me when that happened like that. So I was just like, it just again like just going back to the storytelling and like the how good the art is, but you know, Daniel Acuna, uh, like his art is fantastic or has been fantastic for a long time.
Hmm.
Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think actually he actually did, if not the entire run, at least part of the run when Remender did that Avengers run,
Mm.
the Uncanny Avengers, I think.
And he did the
And
other
yeah,
thing too. The image book that he did at the time, I forgot which one it was.
I
But
believe
they
it.
were doing it at the same time, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
they're collaborators, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely, man. And so, like, yeah, like it's really interesting just because I 100% what I feel is like sometimes when people do anthropomorphic type of stories, sometimes the art can be a little cartoonish.
Mm-hmm.
um and there's nothing wrong with that because you can still tell amazing stories. And
Yeah. Unnatural
um
was like a perfect example of that.
right,
Where it's like
exactly, like right,
erotic, cartoony,
yeah,
and
yeah,
an
right,
amazing story, you know.
right, exactly. Like I think you're right. Like that is like the perfect example of like, it's not like the fact that it's a little bit like, has a little tinge of that cartoonishness doesn't
Mhm.
take away from the story at all. And even in some points actually like helps it, you
Yeah.
know. But what I like about this is like, this feels like almost, at least in my opinion, I feel like this is almost as grounded as I've ever seen anthropomorphic like art be, where it's like, like I almost forget that I'm looking at like a dog person or a cat person when I'm reading this book.
Like when it comes to like yeah, in the art, like it kind of shows like you see humanity in you see the anthro in the promorphic, you know,
I'm not
like
sure if that's how it's broken up, but you're right.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
But it's like you see the people even though they're dogs. And
Yes.
I think then that's one of the things that's why Mouse, like the great comic of our
Hmm.
times, like worked so
Hmm.
well because it's like you
Right.
tell human stories through animals. Like you can't have an opinion
Right.
because it's just animals, but the
Hmm.
message is in there, and that's kind of how I feel about this too. I forgot who did the colors, but when you're talking about the art, like the colors are really like like that bombing scene where it's like
Yeah.
everything is the sky is green and stuff, and then the orange
Yeah.
and the color theory in that
Right.
page is just
Yeah.
clashing with each other, creating like a visual dissonance, you know. And
Hmm.
it's like, and that's artistry. That's that's what I that's why that's what I go to comics for. You know?
Exactly. And
Yeah,
yeah, and like to me, it's actually Acuna. Acuna
yeah.
does both.
Oh
He does
man,
the
yeah.
he's doing the all the line work and all the colors as well.
Hakuna
So yeah.
Matata. Yeah.
And but
I'm sure he's
yeah,
never
man.
heard
But
that. I'm sure he's never heard that before.
no, man. I think you coined the phrase.
Yeah.
No,
He's gonna love me for it.
what a wonderful phrase. No, no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. But but no, man. It's like the expressions on all of these characters' faces, like, and not just like the crew, but even like when you go like a little bit further into the book and looking at like some of the folks from the other side, it's just like, yeah, man, it like he's really doing the job. And I mean, I'm certain uh you know Rick Remender is like laying the foundations here in regards to like what ends up being the like on the page. But man, like Acuna is definitely like knocking it out the park, because I'm just like there's a lot of amazing storytelling happening on these pages. So um yeah, like uh now I know that like we're talking about issue 1 right now. um I know like we decided to cover this uh kind of late. I know that the book is actually on issue, I think issue 5 comes out, either it came out,
I think it came out today.
2 days ago.
Oh, 2 days
wait,
ago.
two days ago.
On Monday?
at least 2 days ago.
Oh,
So it might have come out last
why?
week.
Yeah, like okay, so yeah, I think it maybe was last week. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, but
I know
um,
I should have gone to the comic book store today.
so I don't know if you all got the chance to like read anything past the first issue.
Yeah, I'm current.
Oh, okay, got it. Jay's like, I'm there. Um, yeah, like, but like the story, like, not only does the story like fill in more as you progress, but it's like it does a pretty amazing job, I think, of just being like compelling, even though it's like you're kind of for the most part in a moment, but it's still like it does fill it in with some backstory and whatnot, and gives you a little bit more insight into you know our main character and why he is the way he is, and or at least partly. um but yeah, like, Jay, you're current, which like I haven't even read that much myself. um is this, or is the fifth issue the last issue, or is it continuing?
No, it continues.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know, for whatever reason I was thinking like this book was like going to be like a limited series, but I mean, which I don't know, maybe it is or whatnot, but it doesn't say that on the book, right? It doesn't say like one of anything or anything like that, right?
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, it would be weird if it was ongoing.
Right.
Like, just because you have a very specific goal, it's
Right.
like, you know, you're going to bomb this Titan gun.
Right.
And so, yeah, it would be weird if they, like, tried to
The
make an
the
ongoing
ongoing
comic out of
the
that.
ongoing saga of trying to get this gun bombed
Well, but
behind enemy lines.
that's the thing. Like when it is about like people, like I mean, we all have avatar when it's about blending in with the people that you're trying to kill. That could if the story is really about that instead of just the bombing of the gun,
Mm-hmm.
then you can stretch it out. You know what I mean?
I guess that's
Yeah.
fair. Like, like I haven't gotten far enough into the series to
Uh,
know, or not to say no, but to have seen
I didn't
anything
even
like
watch.
that happening.
I didn't even watch Avatar that way either, but I assume that's a good example just from knowing,
Oh,
you know,
I,
South Sudanese history.
listen, I've only seen the first one, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I,
Me too. Yeah.
so, but yeah, but um, look, anybody got any other insights on Escape? Anything else that kind of kind of uh or anything that has piqued your interest, or that you want to make sure we mention before we start wrapping up the review here?
No, I just like the designs of the animals. Like
Yeah.
they're a little more promorphic on the anthro side. So
Got you.
because they stand upright no matter what they are.
Right.
It,
Right.
it's it that could be a little weird, but that's kind of like what was it that noir
Black Sat.
yeah, they kind of
Mm-hmm.
gives those vibes, and
Mm-hmm.
or what's the other one, Beast Stars, like when
Mm-hmm.
you compare the two, like they kind of have that a little bit, but not as much as like Black Set.
Mm-hmm.
So or what's that music video, Jay, that you always show us?
Oh, Lone Digger.
Yeah, like that. Like it has that vibe too, like that noir kind of. Even like I know it's like maybe the jazz stuff isn't it looks like it would fit that music, even though that's there's more heavier shit going on. Like it's the design. It still has that weird like noir design. With the coats and the people trying to stay warm amidst their power grid collapsing because of bombs. Kind of like
Right.
Venezuelans.
No, sheesh. Yeah. Yeah. So I tell you, man. So okay. Well, look. Let's go ahead and do some ratings. Jay, what would you rate Escape #1?
I would give it a 4 out of 5. It was good. I enjoyed it. I liked the art. Um, I, liked it enough to read all 5 issues that are out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's saying something.
It is. I agree. Moses Magnum, what would you rate Escape #1?
It is 4, but with an asterisk because
Okay.
I didn't read it.
What?
Yeah, I didn't have time, but I have an
Yeah.
assistant, and my assistant read it, and I gave the assistant like, hey, read this. Tell me why I'm gonna like it. Tell me why I'm gonna hate it. Tell me what I'm gonna like about it. Me. And yeah, so it's
Okay.
I have an AI. I bought a bot, a AI bot on Temu, and it's on my wrist. And it tells me like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. You're gonna hate this." Like it literally says like it's like Black Side with Inglorious Bastards. Like you're gonna love it. Like
That's
man.
hilarious.
So
I'm
and
in.
it literally told me what I would like and hate about it. Like it knew me really well. Yeah. So
Interesting.
it's like
Okay.
yeah, I ran out of time and I couldn't read it. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Well, listen, we
but
know you
that's what I'll
had
tell
some
you.
stuff
So
going on.
but look, like you couldn't tell that I didn't read it, or could you? Like that's the real review. Like the Timu AI assistant. Like, did it like? Is it passable or not? Yeah,
I mean, hey, listen, it
you
worked for
tell me.
me.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
leave it in the comments.
Uh,
Subscribe. Hit the bell for more AI content. Yeah.
I am gonna go ahead and give Escape #1. I'm gonna give it 4.5. I really liked it. Um, it it really did a good job of showing, uh, like in just one issue, it definitely puts forward um the concepts and the theme of like the I guess the glories of war and the downsides of war,
Mhm.
um, and just kind of just puts it out there for you to make the decision on who you relate to more. Like it doesn't preach. It just kind of discusses, and then it gives you a cool story on top of that. And I'm sure that we'll be exploring those themes more so as the series progresses. So,
And that's really what Alondra told me that I would like. Alondra is my AI
did you name
assistant.
your AI assistant Alondra?
No, she was born with that name. Like that's her name.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't give her
Got it.
that. She introduced herself to me like, I am Alondra. You know, it's like yeah. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. Tell me about my comics. Like, what should I buy this year? Yeah.
So, okay, cool. And Oz, what would you rate the review?
Yeah,
You
you
didn't
guys are
read it?
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a fancy assistant to
Mm,
explain it to me.
yeah.
Although now I should get one, I guess, because I didn't have time either. I read the other book though.
So that was the thing. My resolution this year was to make the show the best as possible. So even if I
Mhm.
to read everything, like I don't want to. Even when we're talking in our peeling back the curtains, like if we can't all contribute, like let's not talk about it. Because the conversation is what makes us great, and that's what's gonna make us great again. So. Yeah, so I don't want to do things if we're just gonna two of us are gonna talk about it. I want the four of us perspective, and that's why I bitched out and went with AI, because I'm like, this is what I've been trying to do. I don't want to fuck it up. But meanwhile, turns out somebody else fucked it up too.
I look, I haven't surrendered to our overlords yet, so
Oh yeah. Red state motherfucker. Yeah, you haven't.
I think he's talking about the AI.
No, I know, but it's like that's
Oh.
8 year over. He wore a red hat in 2016 before AI was. I mean, it was here, but he wasn't worried about it. So yeah, he didn't surrender to the overlord. Yeah. Me neither.
All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch gears. Let's talk about floaters. Floaters number 1, which is actually, I guess, if I remember what Ed said when he was on the show, is like I guess a one-shot / potential anthology series.
Mhm.
Am I right in
Yeah.
remembering that? Okay.
Or
So
with potential sequel. Yeah.
yeah, right.
Anthology is probably the better way to do it. Let me ask my assistant, Alondra.
So we got the first issue here.
Hold on. All right. Yeah.
Is she gonna
No.
talk?
No, she doesn't. She just listens. That's the beauty of it.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
What is happening?
No. She's listening to what we're talking about, so she could tell me what to say.
Oh, got it. Oh, Lord. Look, you're gonna have AI assisted.
Like I'm a remember that movie, The Surrogates, based on the comic book. Look, I'm ready for that. I don't want to leave my fucking house.
Oh,
I want to
jeez.
live in a pod and just be like, just IV everything into me. I don't even want to cook. Just IV everything into me, and then I have raucous sex in the robot body out there.
I forget. Do they feel all that stuff when they can
It
feel
doesn't
through their
matter.
surrogates? Doesn't it?
No, like, you can rip my fucking robot asshole all you want. It ain't my asshole. It's a surrogate body. Rip
Okay.
it the fuck off. Yeah.
So floaters. Like, so this is a book based like, I guess semi autobiographical for Ed Davis, because he did actually have an issue with floaters, and of course, because he's a creative guy, he messed around and decided to make it into a body horror kind of thing going on. So yeah, let's talk about this book. Mo, I know you initially hit us with floaters, brought it up as an idea. What was it? I mean, of course, Ed Davis, friend of the show, so
Yeah.
there's that aspect of it. But besides that, what made you decide, like, floaters would be something that you think we should be talking about?
So I like his current his regular series that we met him with,
Yeah, Immortal Era.
Immortal Era. So yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy what he does with it. And then his ability, he did one of the was it like the fairy tales with Cthulhu versus Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
He did in one of those Kickstarters. He did a segment in those, so I bought that one for his segment, and I enjoyed that. And I was like, and then because we know him and we had him on the show, we talk about like his ability to transfer from like that like dystopian type of comic book kind of hero stuff, uh but switching to like just a horror with a fairy tale, and the one he chose. So it's like this dude is a creative dude, so when he did something that was actually close to him, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
based on his experience with his illness in his eyes, I'm like, now I really want to see, I want to see this from him now. Like, it's something like the stuff he does, like I could see his sensibilities in those things, but with
Mm-hmm.
something so close to him, the way he described it, I'm like, I want to read this. So I funded it. on Kickstarter and got, it's not my Kickstarter on chronic kind of thing where it's like I got high and funded something.
Right.
But I literally like I actively wanted to do this, so I grabbed it and yeah, and it is basically it. Even the first issue feels almost like an anthology because you're seeing people dealing with the same thing, but they're connected through the through line of what's happening with the floaters. And my brother has complained about eye issues before for like 10 years, even before, like even when he sneezes, he sees floaters and he doesn't know
Mm.
why. Even when he was like young, like 20. So it's like, it's not when they say in this book, it's not an age thing. So I'm like, now I'm worried for my brother now because knowing that Ed Davis was actually going through something when he thought of this idea, it's like, what if my brother actually has like a problem that he hasn't even thought, our medical system's all wacky,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just happy my brother's not a black woman so that, they pay attention to him if he says he has
Right.
pain, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, but he never really thought to get the eye when he sneezes, he's like, yeah, every time I sneeze, I can't see for like 30 seconds, and I'm like, that
That's
shouldn't
crazy.
be that's not like, what if you're driving? Like, he's like,
Right.
"Yeah,
Right.
he's like, "I don't sneeze when I drive." Yeah. Like, well, and that's weird in itself, but he has mentioned floaters and shit before. Imma see him tomorrow, and after reading this book today, Imma talk to you gotta get that checked out. It could be something crazy. It could be, like, this weird fucking monster shit that's eating your body like a bear, and
Mm-hmm.
I see him when I was a kid. I used to like I looked at the sky like in the not at the sun because that's stupid. But when it was like an overcast day, I would look up and just look at the clouds, and then I
Right.
would see little like, and it looked like looking in a petri dish, like little worms and shit.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
I see this book, and I'm like, I see like that's what I saw when I was like 6 too. Like, is it and then I started
Those the
realizing.
amoeba floaties people.
Right. I started like I have an issue with my eyes that I didn't realize was an issue, but apparently it is, where it's like I have a schedule when I go to sleep. And it's like if I don't fall asleep and I stay up and just like hang out, watch TV or whatever, like but my left eye just closes like this.
Jeez.
So it's like 11 at night and I'll be literally like having drinks and talking to somebody, smoking whatever and be like, oh yeah, yeah. It's like this is my schedule to fall asleep. Whenever I feel this, I'm like it's time to go to bed. It just closes.
Dang.
And then even when I wake up, like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and my eye is like, this one needs to turn on. Like it has to warm up before
Mm-hmm.
it turns on. So I don't know what the problem is there. I I don't know. And so this book actually taught me like, man, I gotta get this shit checked out myself too. Like that's a little different thing, but that could be a whole other. That could be issue 3. It's like your eye just
Yeah.
turns off at like random times. Yeah. So
Well, look, it's crazy because like, the character in this is Jason
yeah,
Hahn. And Jason goes to the doctor. As soon as he gets the floaties, he's like, this
yeah.
is crazy. This is not right.
They thought he
But
was
unfortunately,
aging.
he went to the
Yeah,
wrong doctor
yeah.
because this doctor that is treating him, look, he's out here like trying to perpetuate whatever's going on with him, which is kind of crazy. Like, and the doctor has a crazy name. What's that doctor? Hold on, I wrote it down. It's Doctor
Kevorkian.
Zizumia. Zizumia. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like. I'm like, I don't know. I've never like, and
Like big props
forgive
for
me.
Big props for Ed Davis for inclusivity and diversity. Yeah,
Well, listen, but
with
I'm
that
just like, I don't
Zizibian
know
name.
what. Like, I'm like, where does that come from? I'm like,
Yeah,
I've never heard anybody say the last name Zizimia,
yeah.
and I'm like, I don't even. It doesn't even strike me as like, okay, like what national? Like, and look at the guy in the book. I'm like, I don't know what nationality that guy's supposed to be. I don't know. Uh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know anything about what that guy's all about. But uh, you know, yeah, I was just like, that's a wild name. I don't know what origin that comes from. But that guy, like he gives Jason an eye test, and I like you all know I have eye issues. If for those of you that might be new to the show in 2026, I have an eye condition myself that actually does give me floaties. And so like
And like
read
well, the other like weird like flares and shit too. Like not just
all
like
types of stuff.
like
Yeah, all types
like
of
you
stuff.
can't look at the horizon at dawn or dusk. Yeah.
I mean, listen, it can be. I have good days and I have bad days. So sometimes like light is too much, which is crazy because you can't see
That's why I
without light.
really
But
wanted you to read this too. Like just the way he explained it last time we talked to him.
right.
Like I know like this is for Larry,
No, but
Yeah.
at the same time, man, I'm like looking at the doctor give that eye test with that Q-tip, and I was just like, ugh. I was like, who? Like, I get it. Like this guy, like Jason in the book, doesn't seem like he's had any eye problems up until this point. And I get it, like but I'm just like, has he never been to an optometrist or an ophthalmologist or anything? Because I'm like, a full Q-tip in your eye. I'm just like, oh, I wouldn't be able to do it. And I'm just like, not only does he mess around and get like the guy using a Q-tip to kind of like hold his eye open and all that kind of stuff, but then on top of that, after the fact, he's like, "Hey, man, you're good." And he's like, "What are you talking about? I'm good." He's like, "No, like it's getting worse." He's like, "Oh, talk to me when it's obstructing 20% of your vision." He's like, it's more than that already." Like, what are you talking about? And I'm just like, man, this poor guy. He doesn't go get a second opinion, nothing. He's going back to this guy. So yeah, man. Jay, what you think of this joint?
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Um, it's like, yeah, like it's an interesting take on the whole uh, possession type
Mm-hmm.
of deal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where you have people that are already prepossessed. They just need activators
Mm-hmm.
to like let it out. Like I know, like the dust mite floaters, you need pain to activate them, and they
Mm-hmm.
become like psychotic, which is a fun idea.
Is that the word that you would use, Joe? Fun?
In
Yeah.
comic form, yeah.
No, but even
Yeah.
like
Obviously, if it was real life,
yeah. No, but even like
everything's less fun in real life.
if you're watching a horror movie like Smile, like that this fits like that kind of motif, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
in that type of movie. And I can tell you, like, from what I read in this comic and watching the movie Smile, I like this comic better than I like Smile. Yeah. But
Okay.
that's just execution of it. And a lot of things are better in comic form, period, anyway. Like
That's true.
that's the way I like to get my stories in.
Right.
If you
Right.
didn't like Smile, you should still check out Smile too.
Yeah, no, I definitely would.
It's
I'm not a Paramount guy anymore. Like,
mm,
yeah, I'm boycotting them too.
it's much
Okay.
better. Like, and I like Smile, but
Hmm.
Smile 2 is a lot better.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed Smile, but like when you think of like the concept of floaters with Smile, like I feel like floaters kind of isn't that same subgenre, but it's just executed a little creepier. Like I don't know, in comic form, like it really hits the creepy factor.
Yeah.
It does what it needs to do.
So uh a concept that gets introduced in this book is the idea that there are different types of floaters that and people basically contract or are possessed by
Yeah,
different types
predisposed.
of
Yeah.
floaters, right? Like with some are like the gnat type floaters,
Hmm.
and then you have others that are the amoeba type floaties, and they're like it introduced the concept of like those groups basically like being at war with one another. So let me come to you, Oz. If you had to choose, do you want to be a gnat or an amoeba?
I don't want to be either one.
But if you had to choose, Oz, which which
Well, he used to work at a company that fought those things. Right? I coat.
Oh no.
Yeah.
no,
I can't like none. Neither one is good. Like I don't.
it's a hard choice for Oz. Which one would you prefer having floating around in front of your eyes? Let's put it like that.
Doesn't the main character get both?
No, I think he only has the gnat ones, and that's why. Because I know
Oh,
for
you know
me,
what?
I was
That's when it switches to the chick.
Yeah.
right, which she has
That's
the
where it feels
amoeba
more
one.
anthology comic-y. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's probably like my
Clarissa.
that's probably my only issue is the hard jump from one guy to the next.
Hmm. See, it's interesting because I actually kind of liked that from a storytelling perspective. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when it happens, you don't understand why that happens necessarily, but it gives you like, let me put it like this. I it didn't jar me in a way where I'm like, okay, I'm not following why we're going here next. It's just and even though like you don't necessarily know, um but you can still follow it, I guess is my whole thing, where it's like the it didn't strike me as something that was strange. Ironically enough, what did strike me as strange was the dog attack. Like there's a point where there's a dog attack in the book, and I was just like, what is happening here? Like why is this dog just randomly biting him? And I'm like, okay, well maybe it's like the animal knows like there's something
Hmm.
extra
Yeah.
in him or something
Different.
like that.
Yeah.
But then looking at the book, I was just like, oh, okay, the woman that's the owner of the dog had something going on with her, and she wanted the dog to attack him, but at that point you don't know why, and then later you're like, oh, okay, it's because she's like one of the amoeba people, which I'm just like, okay, that's kind of wild though, that she just like sick him, you know. It's still kind of funny, like it's not like an actual attack. It's just more like, oh, he's one of them, let my dog bite him. Like it's real vindictive. So, but I guess that's what it is, right? It's like the gnats and the amoebas are like the Hatfields and the McCoys, you know. And the younger members of our audience are like, what? Who is Hatfield and who's McCoy? I get
They
it.
never
You're not
watched
wrong.
Looney Tunes.
No,
Right.
they had a show not too long ago about the Hatfields and the
Yeah.
McCoys.
It was the
Oh, did they?
Yellowstone. Yeah, it was the Yellowstone
Yeah,
before Yellowstone. Like it was like on
Oh,
yeah, it was like on A&E
I feel
before.
like
Yeah,
even that was a long time ago.
that technically that was a long time ago.
listen. What I know is young people don't watch Annie.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think? I don't know if you guys already asked him. Did Edward get a Q-tip to the eye like that?
Oh,
listen. I
I'm.
hope not.
Because
I'm
that
gonna
scene like
next
freaked
time
me
I
out
see him,
too.
I will ask him. Like I actually talked to him today because of the issue I had at the barbershop. But he yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Like that's the next question for. Yeah, I really think he did. Like even the way it's drawn, or like I feel like he like guided that. I want this page to look like this and give this reaction. Cause yeah,
He should.
that
He described
He
it
should.
like he's talking to the sketch artist in the police station.
yeah, exactly. Like he lived it, you know. And
he
that's the
should
thing. Like
definitely
he got
change
the
his
idea
doctor.
while he was in the waiting room where he couldn't see. Like
Right.
so it's like, and that's how he wrote. That's part of the like what I love about this comic, where it's like maybe the execution could have been a little better or more concise, less, because it feels anthology-ish already without,
Hmm.
you don't have the eye keeper, or whoever, in between to like guide you, but it's flowing. And it's like, but dude, like he's really thought of this while he was in pain in the emergency room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's the concept in and of itself is really interesting,
Yeah.
and it's it like what I like about the book. I think the most is just like the some of the little random moments that just feel like why did that happen like that, but for whatever reason it works for me in this book. Like usually things like that happen and I'm just like, oh no, like that, like that should not have went that way. But this book, for some reason, when these things kind of happen, it's just kind of like it feels like I guess you know what it is like part of this feels like it's kind of like a semi-serious, semi-camp horror
Yeah.
movie type thing going
Yeah.
on, but in a really good way.
Hmm.
Like a good, like one of those examples is the like one of the floaty people, uh they decide to like frame a home chick, Clarissa, who's the one that is attacking Jason, and like hanging out outside of the
Yeah.
ophthalmologist's office or whatever. Like they decide, like one of the floaty people decide to just frame her for killing her partner, and she's getting like escorted out of her house for the murder of her partner by the police. They got her zip tied, and there's a random dude across the street that I guess maybe he's just getting the floaty thing or whatever. Like he just caught it, but she can tell. And so she's like, the friggin' Titanic strength and breaks the zip ties. And my man is across the street. I guess he was barbecuing or grilling because he got tongs in one hand and skewers in the other. But he's just out on the street, like I guess, yeah, and that's what made me like. It just made me laugh, as like it feels like such a weird random thing where like I'm imagining this guy's in his backyard because you don't have like a grill in your front yard necessarily, but maybe you do. I don't know, or maybe he has like we don't know because they don't show us. Like he could have like a big porch. I've seen that where maybe people grill on the front porch, but generally speaking, I think of grilling as happening as a backyard activity. You don't grill in the front yard because then people come and ask for your food, right? You grill in the back, you let them smell it. So this guy, after the police come, he's like, "Oh, what's happening out there?" And he walks out front with his grill in one hand, or his tongs in one hand, and like two skewers in the other that have like meat and veggies on it. And he's just watching what's happening, and that cracked me up because she sees this guy and then bursts her zip ties and goes and punches the hell out this dude, uh because she can tell that he has like he's on the other side. It's like a friggin' floaty gang war, and he on site she messed around and went after him, and that's how she got one of the skewers, I guess, that she uses eventually in here to like attack old boy, and she has to take care of her eye and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, this is crazy. It's weird and so random, but at the same time, I kind of love that.
Hmm.
So I
And
don't
that's
know.
where like the probability of like maybe an extended series. It's
Oh
one of
yeah.
those things where like the fact that it isn't the source isn't explained, it
Mhm.
kind of adds to how cool it is. You know, like
It's part of the mystery.
yeah, and that's Lovecraftian, and that's what I like. You
Yeah.
know, like that was my
Yeah.
big thing. Like I love, you know, I know we're not talking about this, but like Stranger Things, like
Mm-hmm.
the more seasons we saw, the less I like because they were explaining
Mm.
more. Like, and it's like
Gotcha.
after the first season, I was like, I love it. Like, this is a perfect
Mm-hmm.
ending. Like, even the ambiguous ending, like, yeah, you're gonna want more, but the wanting more is the horror. You know, the scary
Yeah.
part isn't what happened to this dude; it's the fact that you don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, like, and that's
Right.
Lovecraft. You know, that's why I don't like
Yeah.
Alien Earth. I don't like all the Predator shit. Like they're explaining too much. Like the questions is what made me love these things, you know. And
Mm.
the explanation just makes them like. I mean, fuck, we got a woke Predator now. Like he's all like weak. Like
Oh, I don't. Is that what in the last Predator movie you're talking about?
I haven't watched it, but they told me he's a small predator and he has a name, and it's like
He's
how the
supposed to be
fuck
the
do you,
run.
yeah, how the fuck do you know his name? Like you shouldn't know that. Like from reading comics and books and shit. Like you don't know his if he's a run. You don't need to know his fucking name. And then they made a movie about this motherfucker. Like man, fuck Disney, fuck Fox.
He
You
can't
know, like
even fight on his
yeah.
own. He's got the blonde
He
chick.
needs a human. Like he could never have a trophy. Like he
No. Wait.
literally is the one that they need to kill to keep the line pure. You know,
Isn't
like
it an
Does that make
android?
you? Yeah, it's an android. I was gonna say, does it make you feel better that it's an android, or is that
no, it's
the same?
worse. That's even worse. Like
Because she's missing like half her body too.
I didn't watch it. They just told me, and it's like his name is Dax, and I'm like Dax, like Dax Shepard. Like what the fuck? Like it's like you know I don't need to know any predator any I don't need to know any Yacha's name. I need to know that they're here to kill me, and if they bleed, I can kill them. But it's between me and them. You know, I don't need to know what they say or what they mean or what they intend. They're here to kill, and I'm here to survive. You know, so I didn't watch that movie because you know I'm boycotting Disney. You know, so, yeah, I didn't mean to derail, but yeah, it's the way she goes. Like, and that's what I like about this, where it's like they leave. You know, I f- I hope he doesn't explain too much, but I am curious. So, if he could just tell me, but not put it in the comics, then we'll be good. You know?
Yeah. It's really interesting too, because like another like thing, like random thing that happens in this book that I'm just like when I read it the first time, I'm like, what is happening? Home chick basically tells the dude, like, hey, you gotta get looked at. Yeah, you can't go here, you gotta go to Israel. And I was
Yeah.
like, go to Israel? Like, why is the chick
Well,
wanting to
there's
go
a whole
to
thing.
Israel?
There's a reason why we back Israel because there's a whole thing that happened. I don't know if you remember the Terry Schiavo thing. Like, you don't remember that, Larry. You don't have a good memory. But the whole right to life group, and this is how we got, you know, Christian nationalists in power now, was they didn't want Terry Schiavo to die, even though
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
remember that.
so that was a whole abortion. Like the way to keep her alive was a way to like fuck abortion, and so they use stem cell research as a thing to fuck that shit up too. You know, so Israel does all, and as a dude that invests in biotech companies, Israel and all of our senators, bipartisan, tripartisan, invest in Israeli biotech companies. They do all our stem cell research for us. So here
Mhm.
we could be Christian people like, no, don't do that, no abortion. But they're still making money off of biotech companies in Israel. So I feel I don't know this from Ed Davis, but I feel that was a pun on that because it turns out to be a doctor named Israel here.
Right,
But when I
right.
saw it, I was like, oh yeah, of course. Like if you have problems with your eyes, like they cure baldness in Israel. You know, like they cure blindness, they cure baldness. Like they use stem cells to do everything there. They're the ones that started it because, you know, they got funding silent partners, but they're all your fucking senators that are pro-life and shit, and your Christian nationalists and cocksuckers and pedophiles too. You know, I'm not one of them, but I make money alongside them. It's America. It's the capitalism. It's the way.
Hey, listen. What I'll say is, I was just like, what is Ed Davis trying to say with go to Israel? And then it did turn out to be a person.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why in the
But
world would she
I'd like to think that that's why he said it, because when I read it, I'm like, yeah, that's why he said it. So he's probably in the same investment group I'm at. I mean,
I'm like, why would she not tell him Israel's a person? But and I know she's kind of crazed, I guess.
That's the
Got
pun
one
too, especially right now with Palestine and all that shit.
I don't know. I was just like, I was like, if there's a message here, I'm not getting it. And it turned out, okay, maybe there isn't a message, but who knows? Maybe it'll be worth finding out.
Maybe you need to get
day.
rid of the floaties so you could see.
But yeah, so it's a wild book. I should mention, we've mentioned that Ed Davis does is the writer, and she mentioned the colors are I don't know if it's Maja or Maya. It's Maja. I'm not sure how you say that, but
what's the first name?
That's the first name.
Oh, what's
the second name? The last name I don't even know how to say either. It's like maybe Opacic. It's Opacic. So I'm not sure how you Opacic.
It's Maya Pachak.
Yeah. Is that how you say that? You think?
Yeah. That's I'm the authority on it. That's how.
Okay,
Maya
got you.
Pachak.
Did the colors?
It's got to flow out of the tongue. It's got to flow right. So.
And then the art is by the art's by Dan Schmidt. And
no, it's not Dan Schmidt. It's Don Schmidt. Yeah. Again, it has to flow properly. Yeah.
It has to flow. Yeah. And I will tell you that I feel like unfortunately the art is the weak link here. Like I think the colors are fine, but like the actual like line art and like the storytelling aspect, I feel is like this book could have a whole different like a whole different set of legs, I think, with a different artist. And so
I can get with you on that in terms, especially of tone when switching from scenes. A lot of it looks the same. So it's, especially when it's like, because it has that anthology feel a little bit, because you're following different characters from points to points. So having a little bit of looking different at each point could help. So I'm with you on that. That's my criticism of art. But aside from that, the consistency is like when you think of independent comics, it's like this is still some of the it's still a decent art for an independent comic book,
And I will definitely give you that. Like it and because there are moments that are like really, like I will mention that his wife, I can't remember, is it Denise, I think?
Yeah, Denise.
Like like there's a point
Denise.
They call me Denise.
It's Denise.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Get it right.
But there's a scene where he's like having, I don't know if it's like some sort of like dream or if it's actually like some sort of hallucination, but he's like looking at her while they're laying in the bed together. He like rolls over and looks at her, and she basically morphs into like this monster type thing and has like the thing that got me was the eyes with the multiple pupils.
I love
I'm just
that.
like and that's for me. I'm just like, no, like I don't like that. I don't like it's done really well,
Yeah.
but I'm like that freaks me out, and I'm good.
And that's
And
the thing when you're reading comics, like if you could get a reaction, like even with your criticism of the art, but you flip a page, like,
yeah,
and that's what you see next. Is
yeah,
like oh, like I read it digitally, because I got the
hmm
PDF from the Kickstarter. It's like when I saw that page, I was like, oh, still, like it's like it
yeah,
made me do that, so that it's worth whatever they rush through in other panels,
right,
because that's
right.
part of it too. Like some it's a time crunch sometimes.
Oh yeah, and
Mhm.
absolute, and that's the whole thing where we all understand that
Yeah,
comic book art has an economy, and like you have a deadline, and like every page can't get the
we've
same
seen
level of
like big
detail.
two, big three comics like have those
Yeah,
issues. Like John Romita Jr. has like he can't draw Spider Man consistently in a single comic book. You know, Uh,
right, right. But that's the
uh,
thing where it's like like artists artists usually, or I guess top tier artists at a
yeah,
particular point develop like a
methods.
shorthand kind of
Yeah,
style too, where it's
totally.
like and it's like, okay, like you could tell like that
Yeah.
panel is the panel that they decided like, okay, like I'm not going to spend all my time there, but it
Hmm.
still does
Hmm.
the job, tells the
Like
story, and ideally has like a good kind
not
of
to not to knock Todd Knock, but Todd Knock is like perfect at it because like
yeah,
all his books are consistent and he knows how to draw and he told us specifically that sometimes he cuts and pastes his own art
hmm,
just because with certain characters just
right,
because he
yeah,
can like certain
right,
characters he can, but it's like I got to get this book out on time, like,
right,
and he wants to do it well, so he
right,
draws it well in every perspective and then drops it in and then works with it. And again, that alone is an art. The ability to
right,
do that or think like that is an art
yeah,
in of itself, so
I
I can't
agree.
knock it. Yeah. Like
Right.
I can't
No, I
draw
agree.
shit. So I mean I
Yeah.
can draw shit. Like everything I draw is shit. So it's like I'm the best shit artist. Like I'm the Rembrandt of shit, of drawing shit. But nobody's paying me for that. You're not gonna get that
Yet.
shit. And you still
Yet.
can't get that shit twice a month or once a month or 12 times a year. Yeah.
Right.
Like this is the shit I do is what you're seeing right now. I'm the Rembrandt of this. This is the
Of
shit,
this.
and you're gonna get it every week as long as you subscribe, like, and hit the bell.
So yeah. So anybody got anything else they want to share about floaters before we wrap this up? Uh-oh. You got one in
Jay's
your eye, Joe?
Jay's giving us the finger.
Got you?
Yeah.
Oh no. I was like, oh no, it's got Jay. Please don't stab us, Joe.
He got a
But
floater in his
okay.
mouth, so he can say nothing. He just stay quiet.
Hmm.
Whoa, wait, what? That sounds crazy as hell. He's got a floater in his mouth. Like what?
Dude, I hate the name floaters. If I am gonna give a critique, like I know what it means
Oh,
in,
you don't like
reading.
that title? Uh-huh.
No, well, we always, work in the Starbucks. There's what we
Oh,
call a floater, and
got you.
yeah,
Yeah,
so it's a
I hear that.
little, I'm sure you've
Yeah,
heard that story before.
yeah.
So yeah, so it's a little like makes me a little queasy. Yeah,
Got you.
yeah.
Got you.
But other than that, like, but again, it's designed to make me uncomfortable. Like as uncomfortable as a Davis felt in that emergency room when his eyes weren't working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, okay. With that said, Jay, why don't you tell us what would you rate Floaters number one?
Um, I would give it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was good. I do wish the art were a little better,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't detract from too much from what I read.
Okay. Okay. Moses Magnum, what are you giving
Dude,
Floaters?
it's a 4 out of 5 too. Like I
Mm-hmm.
definitely like knowing the dude in wanting, you know, the ability that there could be more coming. Like it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's like I wish I had more here. Yeah, but
Right.
uh, but yeah, and again, the art did it left a little to be desired, but did like Joe said, it didn't detract from the story, and it moved the story along. So it's like I actually want to see like the A24 adaptation of floaters. Like this comic feels like it would be like A24 movie, like
Mhm.
that could be kind of abstract, arty, and horror at the same time. You know,
Mhm.
so it's like it's fresh for that. So
Yeah.
uh, I might actually option the rights and sell it to A24. But
There it is.
it'll be on Pluto, on the on the on the ALBLK network.
There
You
it
know, because he does have a lot. It's a almost everybody in here is a person of color, which
That's
I
true.
I do applaud
A
that
lot of
because
them
and it doesn't feel like generically done, like, or
Mm-mm.
purposely. They all feel natural, and that's an accolade in and of itself. Like trying to
Mhm.
do a diverse cast like that and have it feel natural.
Yeah.
That's something like like big two comics can't do. So
Yeah.
that yeah, but yeah, 4 out of 5. Sorry, I'm ranting.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it 4 out of 5 as well. Like I just wish it had better art. Like I really do feel like the story, um, like it, like I think it's a testament to Ed Davis's storytelling ability, how well the book turned out overall.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'm telling you, like, yeah, if he can get connected with like the right artist, man, like I think it could be like a next level thing for a story like this. So yeah, 4 out of 5. So cool. All right. Anything anybody want to talk about or anything anybody want to say
I
before we
know
get
it
out
was
of
late,
here?
so I don't know if we talked about Cosmic Invasion or Stranger
Oh
Things.
no. No, we
Yeah.
haven't talked about Cosmic
Yeah.
Invasion.
So I don't know if you got time. I did a playthrough. I only got the demo, but I did play through it like 6 times with different character like type. Yeah.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
wait. So what's in the demo? Like what do you get to
It's like the
play?
first 2 like or 3 levels. I only played the
So
first level, but I used every character combination that I possibly could.
and how many characters do they give you access to in the demo?
I think about 9 or 8, 10.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow. Isn't I feel like that's like the whole initial roster.
Yeah, yeah. Like you literally I feel like you really like if you play the demo on Steam, you can play like pretty much the whole like first 2 or 3 levels of the game. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The
Wow.
only reason I haven't paid for it is because I do want a physical copy. Like it feels like a
Ah,
game that I want to have forever.
yeah.
And
I hear that.
and that's how I felt about like Shredder's Revenge. Like, I'm
Mhm.
still working on I'm on the last level of Shredder's Revenge because it's, you guys lied to me and
What we tell you?
uh I don't know, something about something. I ended up getting it I bought it digitally because I thought it wasn't coming out physically. But I guess with these games from this company, like you'll get them and then 3 months later, the physical version will come out. So
Right,
I
right.
rather like play like, yeah, it's a mess. Like I
It's a mess.
well, because I have a Steam Deck, so I can play my cloud gaming stuff, the stuff that I own, but it's not the stuff that I own. Like they omitted everything I've ever uploaded from a disc, so it's everything I've bought digitally I can play. So,
Oh, that sucks.
so yeah, and then there's like, for example, for Shredder's Revenge, I had to play it not through cloud, but through well, at the time I played it, I didn't have Game Pass because Game Pass is now $30. Like it's not a
I
mo
know.
deal anymore. So
Yeah.
I used to pay, 16.99 for it, So
Mhm.
what I'm trying to find is the old because Costco used to do like you get the whole year for like $60 or $80 or whatever, you know. They don't do that no more. So I'm trying to like find like hood 7-Elevens that still have old Game Pass cards because they'll still redeem them, and you can get like, you know, the like, you get 3 months for like $20, $25, you know. So
Wow.
I'm trying to find those cards because I'm not paying $30 a month. Like, I'd rather buy a physical copy of Octopath Traveler 0. But guess what? You can't get it. That shit's coming out in March. Like, I have to on Amazon, I have to pre-order, and so I have to wait till March to play a physical copy on my old ass Switch. So it's like, man, fuck that, you know? So yeah, so I did a lot of gaming on this time off we had. So
Oh, really?
Stray is, you know, it was raining and shit, and I didn't want to leave. So, I actually had a whole spin out thing on the freeway with the storm. I'm like, I'm not leaving the fucking house no more for 2 weeks.
Did you spin out?
Yeah,
Like you hydroplaned?
Yeah, there was dudes racing on Anaheim Boulevard in Long Beach, and they cut me off. And for me to not hit one of these pieces of shit, I ended up on the on ramp from Anaheim to the 710. I spun out, and then I was either going to land in front of the path of, that's where all the trucks from the port come out. So I was going to be either hit by a truck or go into a ditch, and I ended up veering it into a gutter, you know. So I didn't have to.
Are you
my
okay?
car. I mean, I'm traumatized. That's why I don't want to leave the fucking house. But other than that, I'm good. But that's why I started gaming, you know. So I ended up getting. I fired up my PS4, and Stray was there for like $15. So
I hear it's a really good game.
It's fucking amazing. Like, I love that game so much. Like, I'm really like, yeah. I'm gonna be a furry now, and I'm a tabby cat. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
the shit's fucking. Yeah. And again, that's a game that I can't buy. Like, and here's the thing. So they had a whole sale with PS4, and then my fucking it's the end of the year sale. Buy this and you'll have it here. And I'm like, fuck it. Like, you know, I used it to just watch YouTube and shit on my TV at work. And then it ended up my one of my clients and friend of mine, you know, my boy Mario, you know Mario.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, you got your PS4. So he gave me a PS for Christmas, some money. He's like, oh, they got the games on sale. Yeah, here, buy some games. The sale ended on January 5th. Guess what happened on January 5th? I got the white light of death. You know, on my PS4. I haven't turned.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I haven't turned this motherfucker on in like 5 years. I have it for 2 weeks and then it fucking dies, you know?
Damn.
With the games I bought, like money I spent there.
Yeah.
You know, I bought fucking The Witcher 3, you know. I bought
classic.
Fucking what's the other one? There's an old game called Fear Effect on PlayStation 1 that was fucking tight. And they had a PS4 version. I bought that shit. I bought Star Ocean, the remake.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Star Ocean was the shit. Like, I remember that shit having fucking. It's so awesome because it was like, I remember on fucking PS1 it had like 9 discs. You know, like, you know, like, and on PS4 it's still like 80 fucking gigabytes. You know.
Oh
like,
wow.
So that shit took forever to down. But yeah, guess what? I haven't played it because that shit fucking white lighted to death. You know.
Damn.
So I managed to fix it, you know, thanks to some YouTube tutorials. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's good. So you
yeah.
can play it again eventually.
It turns on. I don't know. So now I'm working on like, you know, and that's brings me to this point where I'm like, I'm really on the Steam machine thing, you know, because I know my library is always going to be okay somewhere, you know.
Right.
With PS4, it might not be, you know.
Right.
And with my Steam Deck, I can play cloud games on Xbox on it. So it's like, yeah, it's expensive, but I never have to buy another console now. Even if I could do it for 3 months, play the games I want, and whatever. You know, I don't need no physical games. Like, Steam really makes it where it's like if you don't want to buy physical games, like that's the way to go. Like I'm not trusting PlayStation. I'm not trusting Xbox anymore. Fuck them, you know. And I can emulate all of those motherfuckers on the Steam machine. So I'm all
Right,
Steam
right.
machine. So yeah, I got
Well,
a
look,
whole
that's
new.
you and Joe are on that tip, right?
Yeah. I know. Jay and I on your birthday we talked. I talked to him about it, and I know all he wants is Borderlands 4 to play on it, but
Oh, right.
the ability to emulate, like I literally, like I was watching the shit's not even out yet, and I watched somebody like run a separate like operating system on it that is literally like a PS5. You know, without
Mm,
so it's like it thinks you're playing a PS5 and you get your PlayStation Store downloads on it. You know, like
right,
I was like,
right.
yeah, this shit, this is what I'm doing. You know, and I can do this show from it as well. So it could be my gaming thing and my broadcasting thing too.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so I think that's the way I'm going now.
Uh, Jay, have you played Cosmic Invasion at all?
No.
Okay.
Um.
You should download that demo at some point too,
The
because
Steam Deck, you have a Steam Deck, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the download the demo. Like you're gonna have a fun time just playing the demo. Like
mm-hmm.
uh you can choose pretty much every character and you do like 2 or 3 like levels. Larry, you bought the whole thing? You got it? Yeah.
I did. I
Where'd you buy
did.
it on? Like,
On Switch.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was
But
thinking. But again, that
yeah.
I want it physically, and
Yeah.
that doesn't
No,
come
I
out till
understand.
March, you know?
Yeah,
So
and when it comes out physically, who
Is it
knows? If I
crossplay available?
I think it
they
does
say it
actually.
is, but
Yeah.
I'm not trusting. Like, again, I don't trust anything that ain't on Steam. So look, they say it is, but
Oh, listen. The fact of the matter is, I don't know that you can actually play online with people for the demo, but
uh,
if you do end up getting it, we should try it because like it's an amazing game, man. Like I was just like I was really impressed with uh like with how much each character like felt like the character they're representing, and
but the
the funny thing is,
combinations too, like depending
oh
on
yeah,
which character, and then you could, because they do kind of like Shredder's Revenge, where it's the beat 'em up kind, but they also
oh yeah,
kind of do the like mix, like kind of like the Capcom fighting,
oh
where
100%,
you can use the support or switch out.
yep,
So I do my main team so far has been like my favorite is Spider-Man and Wolverine.
oh
My
dude,
favorite characters.
easy,
But I did a random one and I did Captain America and She-Hulk, and
mm-hmm.
that was an amazing experience too. Like She-Hulk, like her specials or their combined specials together, like
Yeah, yeah,
like dude, like it really, like from a replay value perspective, it's like just making different combinations
oh yeah,
to play the same level. Like I don't even
mm-hmm.
care about like the beat 'em up part. Like I care about what these characters do, you know. And
Listen, it's
it
easily the most fun I've had playing as Wolverine outside of like, and not even outside of like, I like, I would say before this, the most fun I've had playing Wolverine is probably in one of the fighting games.
yeah.
Like, whether that's like the X-Men or Marvel vs. Capcom or whatever. But
But you never played
this,
Adamantium Rage, right?
I have actually,
Okay.
and it's not it's not bad. It's probably one of the better
Yeah.
experiences, but like this for me and my money, this is like the best time I've had playing Wolverine because it
Yeah.
feels like Wolverine on like a whole nother level just because it's like it does the things I feel like Wolverine would actually be doing.
Like when you hit
Especially
the
like Wolverine fighting Sentinels. I was like, oh, so cool.
like hitting that like Y button or the triangle or whatever you want to call it, but when you hit that button, like is because he's a short grapply dude,
Right.
so he jumps on the
Yeah.
and then
And
one that's
stabs.
just
Yeah.
once you could do whatever the fuck you could hit every other button once you hit Y, and it's like he
Right.
literally, and then the thing is, like when there's flying enemies, Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
could jump and hit Y,
Yeah.
and he does the same in the
Yeah.
fucking air, and then
Yeah.
like it's fucking. So between
It's
him and
great.
Spider-Man together, like
Yeah.
Spider-Man
And
webs
Spider-Man's
him.
amazing too.
Yeah, so it's like those two. That my favorite team is, and a game that could do that for me. Like those are my pretty much my two favorite Marvel characters.
Mhm.
And I'm like, dude, like playing at those two as a team like that is fucking tight. Like
Yeah.
I hate it because I was on a boycott for Marvel for a long time because they're Disney, but I figured this company already paid their license, so it's like I don't have to pay it. But again, I only
Yeah.
got the demo. I didn't buy the game
Right.
yet.
No, the game
They don't
is
got my
really
money.
good.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think it's
Yeah.
time for us to get out of here though. But hopefully, like, maybe we
Real
can
quick
try
before
to
we end,
play.
like I
Oh
really
yeah.
do wish like we could get a game with the four of us going and probably record and make a video of it, because
Yeah. I would love
it's
that.
still, I don't know. I know it was like chaotic when we did the Shredder's Revenge one, but I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, we got to figure out a way to play all of us. So that's
This
that's another reason why I didn't want to buy it right off the bat, because I don't know if we're gonna be able to play depending on where I buy it. You know what I mean?
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it
Yeah.
does have crossplay. Like I think the developers pushed hard for that because they want people to be able to play with their friends wherever their friends decide to buy it. But I'll double check. But man, like it's definitely gonna be chaotic because all four of us will get to pick two characters,
Yeah.
and then we get to switch between
Like that's
the
the
two,
thing.
and like, but look,
The
it
Beetle,
feels like it'll be a good
doesn't
time
know
though.
what he's got. Like
The
he was
Beetle.
a shitty, like, and that's the thing too. Like story wise, like the Beetle, they made the Beetle
Yeah.
cooler than
Yeah.
he's been in comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
It was
like
good.
I was like, dude, like just that story alone, I'm like, man, I love this. Like from a comics fan, like I'm like, dude, like
Yeah.
I love Beetle is a dude that I enjoy as a villain.
Mhm.
Like not so much the character, but the power set. Like he could do so
Mhm.
much. Like
Yeah.
he could literally, he could have been the villain in like Iron Man 3, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, easily.
Yeah.
And so it's like the way they did it in the game, it worked, and
Oh yeah.
and
No,
with the
it's
knife,
good stuff.
like, did we talk about the trailers too, like the Doomsday?
Oh, the Doomsday. No,
Yeah.
no, we actually hadn't talked about the Doomsday. Which,
Yeah.
Jay, have you seen any of those teasers?
I saw the Captain America one and the X-Men one.
Okay, so you skipped the Thor one.
Right.
Right. And I think that's all that's been out so far, right? Like I just because
I
I know
didn't watch them
like,
because I'm boycotting Disney. But, yeah.
oh, what? You didn't watch them?
No, that's not true. I watched them.
Oh, okay. I was about to
I
say.
hate them,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's crazy because like the Captain America one, like for what I saw of it, like or what we learned from it, I thought was interesting. Like the execution of it is okay. Like it definitely feel like it looked a little weird. But it's
I couldn't
like,
even
hey.
tell if they were really like the teasers or somebody making AI shit,
No, absolute. Like it
Yeah.
definitely. There's a part of it that kind of feels like
So
it
like I didn't
is
know
like
what to trust. Like
some like emergency awesome type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And so, but no, but like and that's my thing. Like I just go to Marvel's official YouTube. So I'm just like, if it's there, then I'm assuming it's real. And so I just watch it all from their actual YouTube channel. So I might even see it a little bit after
So
everybody
you did
else.
goon to the Cyclops thing, right?
You know what? I mean, I was definitely like excited to see a version of Cyclops that feels like it's actually Cyclops, like because I've been dealing with subpar Cyclopses for so long when it comes to live action movies that I'm just like, hey, that's just what it is. But this looks like it definitely looks like the best version of Cyclops that we are gonna get so far, at least. At the same time, I was like why they do his shoulder straps like that. Like,
Yeah.
like he got the little tiny, like it's like it just like goes like right here. Like it's like okay, like don't get me wrong, like it'll work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Mm.
it's not good. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is it could be better, and all we need to do is just move that joint down a little bit and like let it loose. But I get it. Like that thing is hard to do. Like it's definitely a comic book design versus
That's why I wish they like,
a
especially
live action.
with Marvel the way where it is now, like they could have really done like the next, like the Racer X knockoff, like a
Mm.
different, and I'm actually mad about the casting, like that dude, like
Marsden?
yeah, no, he's okay as Cyclops, but he's not my first choice, and I wouldn't go back to him if I was making the next Men movie.
Well,
Uh,
I think
but now that he's older, I can see him playing it better. But it's
oh
like
yeah.
but back then, even back then, I was like, we need somebody. But
Mm.
they got to go with age and things, or they make
Well,
decisions based on that. Mm.
I think, like this is them closing the book on all that
Yeah,
stuff so
yeah,
that they can recast it, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
So like this
I know.
is the last time
Yeah,
you're gonna see all these people, I think. Like
hopefully.
even Hugh Jackman and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this is gonna be
Hopefully.
the it. Give
Yeah.
everybody their hurrah and then
I mean, I don't. Hugh Jackman is a dude that I don't mind. Like he plays it well, and it's like I don't. But the thing is, I don't see anybody like. He's the dude that could do a really good like Clint Eastwood impression. Like I don't see anybody else doing that. Like, and that's the only thing that really keeps me like enjoying his Wolverine. He's
right.
good at
Right.
that. So, and it's like, I mean, aside from Clint Eastwood's son, the dude from that movie El Diablo, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe he could do it, but as again, he's still skinny, tall Wolverine. Like, and
Yeah.
it's not comic accurate, but
I think they're gonna
yeah,
cast a shorter, stockier guy.
it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care. I'm not watching it, so 'cause, I boycott Disney. So
Got it.
I
Okay.
still haven't even seen. I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. Like, yeah,
Haven't you?
no, like.
Oh.
My mother was
Wow.
dying, and that movie was all about like enjoy your time now, and nothing matters.
Mm.
So on the trailers, I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm not watching this movie." Yeah,
Got you.
but yeah, but
Yeah.
now even more, I'm not watching it after the Jimmy Kimmel thing. So, yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel's on.
But he shouldn't have been off at all. Like I missed 2 weeks. They didn't give me 2 weeks of free Disney Plus because he came back. Like I missed it, you know. So it's like
Mm.
they punished me for what he said about some piece of shit, you know, that is not against the law to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck Disney. Like you're gonna suck Trump cock like that. Yeah. Guess what? I'm not giving you money. So yeah, I don't read Marvel. I don't, they they emailed me to renew my Marvel Unlimited, like, and
Mm-hmm.
I just replied, "Fuck you," like, suck my cock, because I'm not fuck them. That's what they get. Somebody has to say it. Yeah. That
Ah,
shit, that
I
shit shouldn't have been an issue to begin with.
I mean, okay. I guess. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I'm like,
Of
if
course, you don't know fucking Larry Mickey ass
I'm just hey,
motherfucker.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there are cats out here doing wrong and not correcting themselves.
Right, and I don't give them money either. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. I'm literally like,
I don't.
I've been torrenting everything. Like, I haven't been buying shit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
literally on my bootleg mode now because it's like,
Uh
uh,
oh.
sorry. Can you hear me or can you not
Oh no,
see?
we can hear you. We can hear
Yeah,
you.
my camera crapped out. Yeah. Again,
Oh no.
talk about the mouse. If you can hear me, then yeah, good. But yeah, I guess it's time to go. They
They.
don't want me here. Yeah. It literally crapped out as soon as so I wanted to start the new year. I'm glad I
Oh
didn't do it at the
man.
beginning. I'm glad I did it at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
end because
absolute,
yeah, now I'm
absolute. Okay,
fucked.
well
My shit,
let's
my camera just fried. So
oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry, friend.
All right.
Listen. Well, listen, let's do some final thoughts and then we'll get out of here. Give me some final thoughts, bud.
I don't know if I have anything this week.
Okay. Think about one for next week, Jay. Start now.
I mean, he had a whole year. He had 2 weeks to think about this one. Like, he didn't have any last year. Like, you think he's gonna have any this year? Like, I don't know what his resolutions are, but I don't know if he's gonna have any next week either. Yeah.
My resolution is to come out with a new album this year.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Your resolution should be make some content for the channel. If it's music as well, then good too. Yeah.
Moses Magnum, final thoughts.
Hail Mickey. We don't know his comp, his struggle, but yeah, you can't see me because of Mickey. The moment I started talking about fucking Mickey, you get these color bars.
Listen, for the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We'll be back next week. With that said, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of. We'll listen. We're the Fantastic Forum. Have a good night.
Hex says, oh boy.
Oh boy.